You know, summer's a wonderful thing, isn't it? All this wonderful weather, lovely. It's like a bloody shower. Anyway, let's get back. Oh, guys. Oh my goodness. It is so wet outside, but at least we're back inside now. So I've got a lot to do today, got a lot of work on, editing videos for Jen, finishing off the 4th script for this 5-part series. I know this one's taken a while, but it is a big one. So let's get straight into it, guys, because we've got a lot of work to do. Let's do it. Today I want to talk to you about something that keeps coming up on comments every time I talk about problems I've been having with my leg. People are saying, you know, you're going to have to deal with that because leg problems don't go away. Well, I know, because the problems I've been having with my leg, it's not the first time. In fact, I've been having problems since I was about 9. And I'm going to talk to you about why. The reason is, when I was 9 years old, me and my friends and I were going through a field near where I used to live up in the northeast. It was a public footpath, but the farmer that owned it didn't really like having people use the public footpath. So we tended to put cows and a bull in the field that the path went through. So, yeah, you can see where this is going. The bull started getting annoyed with us. I was 9 years old. My friends and I were coming back from just having been out and about and exploring the area, as you do when you're kids. It started chasing us. Now, I distracted it a little bit while everyone else got out of the field and then ran for my life. I was the fastest runner about from all of us, so it made sense. And we all got out of the field safely with the bull charging a little bit. It didn't charge too much. I think if it had actually gone full pelt, rather than just trying to scare us away, if it had gone full pelt, I think I'd have had problems, let's put it that way. So we got out of the field and felt pretty good, felt heroic, you know, saved all my friends from being gored by a bull. Tripped on the stile and landed really, really badly. Now, this is the knee that always has problems. So one I've got problems with at the moment. So one that when I stepped off the curb and landed wrong, it's caused an issue in. And the reason is, when I landed, having fallen over that stile to get out of the field and back into safety, I landed and embedded a rock in this knee. And also, as a result, I had a very bad time that summer because the knee went septic. Now, we thought when I went to the doctor and he put a spray all over it, cleaned it out and bandaged up the wound, that they got all of the dirt and parts of rock and things like that out of it when the rock had basically pierced my knee and really gone into town. But he hadn't got it all. There were little bits of stuff left in there. Oh, and as a result, the knee went septic. So I had a green knee. It was weird, and it tingled and it ached, and it caused a lot of trouble for me. But he put a spray over it, an antiseptic spray, and I had to keep doing that for weeks and weeks before everything was all right again. And as a result, I've got quite a scar. But that's the reason why I always have problems. It's also the reason why I can't run as much anymore. Now, it didn't stop me running. I still went off and did loads of running. I was one of the fastest people in school. In fact, I may have been the fastest person in my school. And at sporting events, other people didn't want to race against me because no one could beat me. I could do the 100 meters in 10 seconds. Now, you might think that's pretty good. Usain Bolt does it in under 10 seconds. I can't beat him. But back then, that was pretty good. It was not record-breaking. Even back then, it wasn't a record-breaking. But it had potential. And I remember my teachers saying, you know, if you trained, you could be an Olympic competitor, which would have been great. But what they didn't know is, after every single run, I was in immense amounts of pain. And the reason was, it was because of this knee. After it went septic, I started having problems. I can crack this knee almost on command. See that? That's just me moving that knee. The reason is, pretty early on, I had arthritis from it. As you would expect, major damage in a joint, that's what happens. So I didn't go on and do all of the training that I could have done and become an Olympic runner or anything like that. So I'm one of those people like, I could have been a contender. Well, I really could have, but I made the choice that I didn't want to be in pain for the rest of my life. I want to be able to walk. So I didn't do it. But that's why I have all these problems with my knee. And that's why every now and again I end up walking with a stick. And that's why I'm currently stuck at home. And to be honest with you, I'm glad because I can see the rain still going outside. But that's the reason. So whenever I say, yeah, I've got a problem with my leg, I can't go out and about and do things, that's why. It's just one of those things. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing everything. I'm still going to make the best of it. I'm still out there doing campaigning. You saw me on the campaign trail multiple times, doing miles and miles every day. I think my record is 60 miles in a day. I can still walk. Just it causes problems. And that is the message I want to take. I want you to take from this. Just because you have a major injury and it feels like you can't do things anymore, doesn't mean you can't. It just means that you have to work your way back up to it. And be careful and listen to your body and make sure that you build your stamina and your abilities back up gradually. And then once they're up there, don't lose them. Don't just stop because it will cause problems. Keep going, keep up a good pace, and listen to yourself when you need a rest, which is exactly what I'm doing.